I don't know any yet. Chappie hasn't told us what we're doing yet. We're very much hoping to continue what we did last year, which is tell engaging stories of the week that continue to kind of build our long serialized story, the big story that we're telling. And it's really about evolution. Not, with all due respect to the other JJ show this year, not revolution. It's small steps, small, but I've always been most interested in shows like Lost, which changed the game a little bit, season to season, changed the rules just a little bit. We have, a show that has a rule set. It's about adapting that just a tiny little bit. So there's an evolution between the characters, as we did all season, the changing relationship between Kevin's character, Taraji's character, Michael's character, Jim's character, and the way in which they all interact with each other, the secrets they're keeping, going from enemies to allies. We want to keep that shifting, changing set of relationships moving into the second season, but we want to evolve the relationship between our four human characters and our fifth kind of non-human character, which is the machine, who's largely been silent partner in the show so far. We want to just change that just a tiny little bit. That will be telling. Part of the great pleasure, one of the great pleasures of writing the show is writing the relationship between Reese and Finch. So we don't want to be away from that for too long. But Root is a formidable enemy for our characters for this season. Really enjoyed working with Amy Asher so far, and we have big plans for the characters.
So is she recurring for the season?
Amy will be doing several episodes for us this season. The amazing Mark Sachs, who's our amazing casting director, has a couple of fun surprises in store for us.
Any regulars, or was it just guests?
We have a new regular character, which is not a human either. Weighs about 75 pounds. Is incredibly cute. Absolutely. We modeled the show that when I thought of the concept, and when I was working with JJ in the beginning, sort of pulling the show into a shape, felt like a natural procedural. In that the show is about people. It spits out, the machine spits out one number, a week, corresponds roughly to the crime statistics of premeditated murders in New York City. It kind of maps out just about right. So our show is about a different person every week in New York City. But you have this bigger story about the characters, their relationships, technology, paranoia, surveillance, all these sort of ideas that we wanted to play with artificial intelligence. And the fun thing about this is you have this challenge each week of telling a complete story within one episode, because that's the nature of the show. But also kind of spitting out this bigger story, and it's a challenge. But what's great about it is, unlike a show which is purely serialized, and there are some fantastic ones out there, I'm a big fan of a lot of them, and cable is very good at doing purely serialized shows, because they only have to do 12 episodes, they don't have to do 9 episodes. The difference in a network show with that much serialization is you would have to start making shit happen just so things happen. And the nice thing about the serialized aspect of our show is we only make a move with these characters, we only reveal a piece of flashback when the theme of the episode warrants it, and as we're sort of continuing to roll the ball into it. So things happen in our show because we want it to. But it's tough, really tough. Basically breaking 2 stories all the time on every episode. And those bigger moves. We have an incredibly talented writing staff. We just got very lucky. They're writing every day. Thank you very much. The best they asked, trying to pull it all together.